Good evening, folks. It's Monday, it's 8 p.m, and that means one thing. It is the four horsemen of the Toon with me, Mr. Proudlock, Mr. Sinclair, and the very hungover, drunken Baz, who is still recovering from a stag do in Newcastle. Still looks rather peakish, to be honest, Baz, if I'm honest with you. You're not looking in perfect health.
It's what 12-hour shift does to you as well, of waking up at 5 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, it's also called age, mate, where you just can't do that stuff anymore.
No.
It was good to see you at the match anyway, mate. It was, after the game. You didn't stay too long because you had drinking to do, obviously, but I believe you were up praying to Allah at about 7 o'clock on Sunday morning.
Yes, the porcelain took a hammering.
Shouting for Huey.
7 o'clock in the morning. I think we got in at 2:30, 3 o'clock. I can't quite remember.
Wow, Jesus Christ.
We started at 11:30 in the morning. I don't drink anymore, so I don't even know how I lasted that long.
All catches up to you, my man.
No.
Where did you end up, sorry?
Barca in timeout. And literally there's 7 drinks, double rums and JDs everywhere. My stomach's just swelling from having too much drink in it. My mate's looking at me going, well, come on then.
My God.
Oh, man.
I was like, that is me done. So he just necked a lot of them.
And, we can't forget that today's a very special day. It is John Sinclair's birthday. And,
he's been celebrating early.
Yep, I mean, it's not every day you turn 60.
Oh, man, I need to turn the green screen off.
Oh, God, Baz has got something special for you, John.
It's just that Joe Linton must have got him a few whores because he's been partying early, hasn't he?
Yeah, I got that as well, funny enough. It's all right, Baz, I'll get it on the big screen. There you go. Hey! Partying with his homies. In Bristol today.
And I've got one sent to me by Chippers. He says, what's John done to Joe Linton? Must be cock during a blowy. Oh my God, look. Oh my word, look at that.
Oh my God.
Oh, man.
John, I know it's your birthday, but you can't escape, mate. We had this sent in as well.
Come on, man.
Again, just with your homies there. And apparently this was your stripper that you got sent earlier today. And obviously we had the usual one of John on the stairs with his harem again. A very happy birthday to our legend that is Mr. Sinclair. We'll get a few comments in first before we delve in, because I'm sure it's going to be a bit of a fiery one tonight. Lee Taylor says, would you take Lucas Perez, the former Arsenal West Ham forward, on a free as backup for Wilson? I wouldn't, because he's rejected us before. And I don't think he's good enough anymore, to be honest.
No.
Which is why he's a free agent at the minute.
Did he go to America?
Yeah, he did. He didn't succeed over there. Carl says, I'm of the generation whose dads were those proper distant hard fathers who didn't know how to deal with kids. If you come off your bike, smash your face on the floor, they pick the bike up first. I know exactly what he means by that. 3 penalties in 3 games into the Premier League season. Now, any of you conspiracy theorists and blame the Premier League for being corrupt because of Ashley having a court case against them, in my opinion, the Premier League have always been against us. Look, let's just put one thing straight now. I'm going on a ditch burn rant here, right? This bullshit about the conspiracy needs to end now, right? Because it's overshadowing the shite that is Newcastle United at the minute. We were absolutely rank bad again on Saturday. Yes, a bit of a better second half, undoubtedly. However, that first half was one of the worst 45 minutes of football I have witnessed in years. Absolute years. And it was a penalty. Nobody can argue it was not a penalty, because when you look at it back, he missed the ball. He took Armstrong's ankle away. It was a penalty kick. I said at the time the tackle was made, I said, I bet that goes to VAR because he didn't get the ball there. And I was proved right. It was a penalty. Now, the West Ham one, not a penalty for me. After looking at it again, it wasn't a penalty. But VAR got it wrong. But give over with this stupid conspiracy theory that the VAR making decisions to screw us over, right? It's bullshit. Absolute bullshit. And I've watched videos from this weekend, right, of people sitting in front of a camera talking about conspiracy theories, and that's all they've talked about is the penalty incident. Not even talking about how bad Newcastle United were. I mean, Jesus Christ, you actually go to the games to actually watch what happens on the pitch. See how bad we are. It was terrible. Peter.
Yeah, you've just nailed it spot on there. That first half is probably one of the worst I have seen in my entire life.
Yeah.
What the friggin' hell were we doing in that first half? We had no clue how to move forward. The passing was awful. We were just playing a lot of hoof-long balls a lot of the time. And my God, you could tell the fans were really frustrated, particularly where I was sitting, or near where I was sitting. And not to mention that we want Brucie out chants as well. That
they
really
were very loud.
Alive.
They were very loud on Saturday.
And may that continue on.
Definitely. Barry, I mean, these goal kicks as well. It's taking 5 minutes to take a goal kick. I mean, what is that all about? And throw-ins. Nobody moves for a throw-in.
But this is the Brucie tactics, isn't it? It's hit and hope. Like Peter nailed it on the head. In that first half, we had one chance. That came from a long ball where ASM brought it down absolutely brilliantly. He slipped in Wilson and he had to take his shot early and it flew over the bar. Other than that, there was absolutely nothing. Second half got a little bit better, but if you recall it again, the goal that we scored came from a long ball again, and ASM bringing it down brilliantly and making something of it. That is our tactics. There's nothing else. And everyone slates Shelby, and I have, and we all have on this show, but you see how important he is at the moment when he's not playing. Because there's nobody who can put the foot on the ball in midfield and pick a pass at all. Nobody.
I mean, you can see that. Yeah, Wilson's frustrated because you're right, Shelby could pick a ball out for Wilson making the runs down the channels, and Wilson simply isn't getting them balls. Now, obviously, he's injured again. Newcastle have been very quiet on how he is, and Steve Bruce saying he'll be assessed, etc. That's a worry to me because we know he's injury prone with these muscle injuries, and we've got no backup at all, John.
Definitely not. Excuse me. We'll be fine for this all over the summer. We need a backup in every positions, yeah. But I've always said if Wilson gets injured, we got absolutely no one to cover. I mean, Joe Linton's not a striker. Dwight Gale doesn't seem interested, yeah. Andy Carroll's gone, but listen, we are struggling up front as well. We're struggling every single way. And Paul, can I just say something about the first half as well? Not only is the worst I've seen. Right, I did a watch along for that. There's no pluses at all whatsoever. But let me tell you something now, right? That's just said there. That's Bruce's football all over. And surely now, right, something needs to be done because we as fans cannot put up with that shite much longer. Because I'll be saying to people, right? People saying to us and say, "Yeah, but it's only 3 games gone, John. It's a long season." This is not just the 3 games. It's happening last season as well. Yeah. So you need to take that consideration as well because we are absolutely shite. Paul, I'll get rid of most of those players now, mate. The back 5, get rid of them. Keep Murphy, but put us on the wing. I'll get rid of the rest of them. They aren't good enough.
I mean, what I don't understand is, I mean, Peter, we spoke about it after the game. Barry, briefly when you were there, I mean, we spoke about Lascelles and how he's organising that defence. We sit far too far back and let teams just play around us. We should be 10, 15 yards further up the pitch. And this is the captain that we're talking about here, trying to organise the team. He simply can't do it. We're all over the place. The minute that an opposition team is attacking us, we are simply all over the place. And God knows what Manchester United are going to do to us. I mean, Dan James, I see, has just gone to Leeds United today, which was... weird because he played for Man United last night and then he signed for Leeds today. But we all know who that's making space for. A certain CR7 who's coming in. Now, first game would be, providing he gets through the internationals unscathed, he's going to take on Newcastle United, Peter.
Oh, God. God help her. God help her. Not just him. Greenwood.
He's on fire.
Look the way he started the season off for Man United as well. 3 goals out of 3 games. Sancho, even though I didn't think he was at his best yesterday, but my God, it'll be typical us if we make him look brilliant. On there, Bruno Fernandes, I think Pogba's really upping his game up at Man United, I would say. Oh,
I'm dreading it. I'm absolutely dreading it. I mean, we had a comment just come in there saying, do you think we'll sign anybody else, Baz, before the window closes? Obviously, Hamza Chowdhury's been mentioned. That central defender, Oblak's gone to, is it Norwich he's gone to?
yes.
Norwich, yeah.
On loan. So we've lost the opportunity to bring him in. Chowdhury's not the answer for me because that's not going to sort our defensive problems out at all. For me, Chowdhury's a bit of a liability. I've heard Leicester fans telling me about him and all that kind of stuff. So, you know what? I don't know, Barry. I'm at the end of my tether. I'm coming out of that ground again on Saturday. You know, we should have won the game because we scored in the 90th minute. But again, we let ourselves down. But really, Southampton would have been good at going back down that motorway without the 3 points.
Oh, totally. They had 63% of the possession and more shots than us. That says it all, really. The other thing, I'll go back to the Cells very quickly. Marshall in the defence. Remember how good that defence was when Rafa was in charge? Same players.
Yeah.
He would see out that game. He would not have cost us a goal in the last minute or last 30 seconds, whatever it was. Because Rafa knew how to set up a team to win, and he knew how to get the defence working as a team and make sure they eradicated those mistakes out of the game. The ball crept back in because Bruce hasn't got a fucking clue what he's doing. On Chowdhury, I've had some information today. You've had this as well, John, because you're in the group, but he's staying at Leicester. He's not coming.
Oh, hang on. What's this? Some secret group going on, like?
I'm sure you've been asked to join it, but loads of people have joined it and left. It's just a Newcastle fan group, mate. It's just.
Is it on WhatsApp?
No, it's on Twitter.
No, it's fine, mate. You know, you just, you know, you can
just fuck
off and moonlight elsewhere. You know, it's fine.
I'm just part of the group. It's not my group. But there's a guy in there who apparently he hands out information. So that Jens Kachust, how you pronounce him, he's had choices of clubs, and that's with his agent. Apparently Leeds and Brentford are there as well. De Hakpri from Valencia. He's held talks, but 12 million. I don't think
we're not going to sign him for that much. No.
Exactly. Jack Hendry is available for 4 million. Phil Jones isn't happening, which I tweeted out, which I was so fucking happy about when I read that because his wages are too fucking high. Can you believe that? He started a living for his full season.
Baz, look at the camera when you're talking, will you?
I know I've got my laptop up here, right?
And how are you watching your bloody laptop, man?
I know.
I think who else he talking to?
I love to see your faces. What can I say?
Yeah.
So Chelsea's Even Apudu is still an option for loan. Kieran Clark, and Nakira are all up for sale if we get a bid tomorrow. We literally don't have a penny unless Ashley dips into his own pockets, and that's pretty much it. So if those 3 get sold, Clark, Hendrick, and Mancua, I mean, how much do you reckon we're going to get for the 3 of them?
Not very much, definitely not.
5, 6, 7 maybe.
Look,
and then you look
who's going to come in for Jeff Hendrick? Who is honestly going to come in for Hendrick? Who's going to come in for Kieran Clark? You know, we're clutching at straws here to think anybody's going to come in with late bids for them tomorrow. It's going to be one of those transfer deadline days again, John, where we're just sitting and nothing happens. They'll go to the reporter at the training ground and it'll be, there's no news. There's no news. You may as well just sod off.
I'll come down in a minute. Just to say quickly about Baz, you said about Rafa and holding house in defence when we were scoring in the 90th minute. Yeah, I mean, it's all about game management. On Rafa Benitez, it's game management. On this forward, there's no game management. So I just found out.
That's why everyone got 7 points and we've got 1.
Yeah, exactly. Carl says about Callum. Carl says 2 seconds. John Carl says about Callum Wilson there. Looks set to be out for 2 to 3 weeks. I'm hearing rumours that it was up to 4, but I haven't. I'm not confirming that at all because obviously
do you not think
Newcastle
they're not coming out with something, because if they do come out with he's 6 weeks down the line, that we're going to be absolutely uprolled that we haven't got a replacement in.
Yeah, of course they do. That's what they're doing. The wait till transfer window. Yeah, transfer window will shut, and then they'll announce the next day Callum Wilson's out for a month. It's just typical of Newcastle. Ben says, I've heard Newcastle are apparently looking to sign Rusty Coots, the American under-23 international. I don't know if it's true or not.
Never heard of it.
Lee says, in one of my mates' jobs, he's never lost a case. I suppose it makes him Heathrow's top baggage handler. Happy birthday, John. Shame your birthday wasn't yesterday, as Rangers would have made your day even better. I wondered how long it would be. John, do you want to tell everyone how Celtic got on in the Old Firm derby yesterday?
Listen, we were the better team for the whole
Much
better team.
Really? I watched majority of that second half and Rangers. Wow, that was still it.
Exactly. There's John, get your blinkers off. Get your bloody green and white blinkers off.
Come on, no way, man. Look,
John, the bottom line is you sat on this show last week and you said we will hammer Rangers on Sunday.
I did not say hammer them.
Yes, you did. Peter, did he say hammer?
Yes, he did.
Yes, you did. And you didn't. You lost again. So Rangers are going to win the title. Anyway.
It's all about the chances and the chance to deadline day as well, didn't you? So on to that as well. Whoever's in charge of that tomorrow may as well just stop at home because I'm not going to sign anyone at all whatsoever.
Yeah, I know.
What they'll probably do, if someone came in for ASM, right, or even, ASM,
let's not
say
go
50 million.
No, I know.
You better replace them for him very, very quickly because if he goes, you don't get anyone to displacement, we'll be knackered.
Yeah. You don't get a replacement, he keeps the money.
Exactly.
We'll be relegated then, kid.
Lee says, do any of you follow the non-league scene? I'm wondering which clubs you would highly recommend paying a visit to. I believe you've been to Gateshead today, Pete, have you?
I was there indeed, yes.
And how did they get on today?
It was a 2-1 win to the Heed.
The Heed.
Nice.
There's a blog out on the channel as well.
Oh, is there?
York's a lovely ground as well.
You what, Buzz?
York's a lovely ground as well. New ground.
I wouldn't mind visiting there one time.
They lost yesterday, didn't they?
I don't know.
They won 3-1 against Spennymoor.
Today?
Yes.
Yeah, but they lost on Saturday because I watched an interview with Steve Watson going ballistic. So they've obviously responded to that quite quickly. Chippers, happy birthday, John. I heard Joe Linton shot on your chest harder than Stan Collymore hit Ulrika Johnson.
Wow.
Lordy hell.
Geordie
says, happy birthday, John. Apparently, Joe Linton is planning on launching a rocket your direction. Geordie says, Gateshead is a decent club with a cracking fan base, worth paying a visit to. Yep.
Yeah, they definitely are. There's a decent atmosphere at there, the Gateshead International Stadium as well.
Have they got seats all the way around now, Pete?
Aye, but they usually just take one stand.
Yeah, just one stand on the. Yeah, but because I remember it was just grass at one stage, wasn't it? Just over the other side, which was a bit crazy. Chipper says apparently there was a massive explosion in the John Sinclair dungeon this evening. It was compared to Hiroshima by TV experts. Is our bell end of a manager the only person who sees positives when we lose? Surely a better manager doesn't accept defeats no matter what the performance was. I mean, Baz, what did you make of his comments after the game?
Well, he said we had the better chances, didn't he?
Yeah, something along them lines, yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, man, he's clear. I heard a rumour he didn't actually even go in the dressing room at half-time.
Well, it's funny you should say that, Baz, because during the first half, I think it was around the 40th minute, I don't know whether it was a Newcastle or Southampton player was down injured, and I looked across to the dugout and I saw Ralph Hasenhudl right in amongst his players, cheering them all up, saying, keep going, keep going. And I looked at Bruce and I thought, he's doing now. And then this picture came out, which is exactly the same time as that injury. Look where he is. Hands in his pockets. Yeah, it was the same at the penalty shootout. He stayed away. But that was when there was an injury and they were over getting drinks. Now, what does that say? What does that say to you as a fan? And what does it say to you as a player? That the manager's not even in there when the opposition manager's right in amongst his players, geeing them all up. And you see that useless bellend standing there with his hands in his pockets thinking, what kind of fucking kebab am I going to have after the match? It's pathetic.
Do you know what I found really funny as well? The amount of time Steve Bruce wasn't inside his technical area, was right on the touchline, and no one said anything to him because they know he's just a pile of shite anyway, so just let him get on with it.
Yeah, yeah.
That's quite funny as well if I can get that right.
Who's that? Oh, is that John?
John and Pete.
John and Pete.
Hey,
brilliant. This is Dan James to Leeds by Fabrizio Romano. Yeah, already said it. Paul, can we give you Perez back and 30 million for ASM? No. Guess what? A Turkish international centre back, one of the best rated in the Bundesliga, joins Norwich on the loan with a view to buy. Yep. Chippers, John, where the fuck is our
dodged a bullet with him? There's a lot of people saying we've dodged a bullet with him, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I tell you what, though, just quickly about Norwich, right? Big up to them, right? They're getting players in, yeah. They bought about 10 players in the season, maybe a bit more than that. I mean, here we are. We just got one in. We're supposed to be a flipping big club, right? And we're supposed to be, but we're not. We don't act like a big club.
The problem is, John, that they've got to gel. I think they will eventually, but they can't get too far behind before they start catching up. If you see what I mean, they've got to gel. Exactly. Yeah, bringing all these players in. Fulham did make a go of it towards the back end of the season, and then they tailed off again, didn't they? So they caught us up, and then they lost it again. So you're right, Bads. It could be another one of them. Chip says, John, where the fuck is our Friday follows on a Friday? It's like you use and abuse you like you do with Joe Linton. Listen, he hasn't got time for any mail accounts anymore on Twitter, as Johnson He is now the pimp of Twitter. There is no doubt about it. He sends these mass things out on a weekend, and it's all the birds, it's all the women, and they bow down to his big bloody baldy head and his massive schlong. They're just, what can you do? He's a ladies' man. He's like the Fonzie of Bristol. Evening, Jason. Hope you're well, buddy. Oh God.
No, it's just John going, hey.
hey. Warren, good evening. Evening, lads. Hope you're all well. Not looking forward for the weeks ahead. Up against it already. Can't see where the next win is coming from. Yeah, that's what we were talking about the other night. Is just where the hell is the next win coming from? Because God knows, guys, it skipped a load of comments again, so I do apologise. You want to send them back in. Annie's apparently in the house now, but I wouldn't know because the fecking things have disappeared. Andrew says, I have to go, everyone. We'll be watching tomorrow and work. Gutted. Glad you're all laughing. We need that lately. By the way, John Henry coming in from Ostend. Class.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, we'll see. Judy's in the house. John's got more bunnies than Beatrix Potter's bibliography. Wow. I think Trolls must be in the house as well. Thomas is in the house. Dave's in the house. The King of Northumberland, Dave Harrison.
Nice to see him on the weekend as well.
Yes, it was lovely to see him. Bede, good evening, matey. Why does Bruce continually play Richie and Murphy as wing backs when they're clearly wingers? Richie has been getting caught out a lot lately, which backs up my point. Yeah, you're right, Bede, to be honest. You're not going to find an argument here. Peter, I mean, Richie is getting swamped, isn't he?
He is, but you do like him for his work rate. But yeah, I mean, are you thinking, is it his time now done at this football club? But what I did see in the first half, where we didn't clear our lines or we made some stupid passing,
he went ballistic.
He went ballistic.
Yeah,
and I'm thinking that's what you call a leader on that football pitch.
I saw that from the other end of the pitch, but I said that in pre-season, Pete, when he was kicking the barrier at Burton when he would give away a corner, and he didn't get it, or he didn't get a cross in, and he kicked the barrier in absolute fury, and you're just thinking, you don't see that from many players anymore. No. It just, I mean, where was Lascelles when Southampton equalised? Where was Lascelles G and the lads up saying, "Come on, we've had the lead once, we can get it back"? It's just bollocks. There's nothing there. Paul Foster.
I'll say one thing on Richie again.
Go on, Baz.
I've stuck up for Richie for a long time, and I always will keep sticking up for him. But he's not a left wing back. Other teams have found a way of getting around him with pace, and he just doesn't have it anymore. We need to stop playing him as a left wing back. We need to stop playing 5 at the back. We need to go 4 at the back. And if you're going to play Richie, play him as a left fucking winger. And then you'll get that passion and you'll get that little bit of extra quality at the right end of the field rather than trying to defend all the time.
And also as well, that we're just so predictable as well, Baz. Do you know what I mean? Our one tactic is give the ball to ASM and let him do his magic. We are so.
It wasn't even give the ball to him. It was hoof it and hope he fucking gets
Hoof
it.
it, exactly.
No, exactly.
The thing is, how many high balls did ASM have to deal with on Saturday? They just punted up to him. I did feel a bit sorry for ASM. I still think, the end product is not there from ASM at the minute. It's something that he needs to work on. But again, that comes from his manager and his coaching staff. What are they doing with him on the training pitch? Because if he can get an end product, he becomes absolutely sensational.
To be fair, for the first goal, he was brilliant because he slipped in Joe Linton fantastically well. The way that he ran at the defenders and then waited for the right opportunity. And I was actually impressed with how Joe Linton was so composed for a change. And
that was the second goal.
Second goal, wasn't it? Yeah, sorry, you're right.
But that wouldn't have started had it not been a fantastic ball over from Sharmind. Or was that the first goal?
Yeah,
I can't remember.
It was a long ball, wasn't it? That ASM brought down, and then he started running at the defenders. He slipped in Joe Linton down the side. He cut back inside. Defender committed himself. He laid it back to Fraser. Again, for me, came on far too late. Last 5 minutes. What the hell's Bruce playing at again? He changed the game when he came on with that bit of pace, didn't he? And a bit of extra direction. And then
we'll come on to that. Yeah, we'll come on to the Fraser debate in a second. Paul says, happy birthday, John, sex messiah of England, so the bunny girls say. Billy says, Bruce said to John, what's that hanging between that horse's legs? John said, it's a cock. Bruce said, I asked Joe Linton. He said it was nothing. John said, well, Steve, he's been fucking spoiled for a year. Happy feet, good evening. VAR has screwed us 3 times in a row. Not corruption, but just shocking Newcastle performances and one dodgy decision. Look, it didn't screw us on Sunday, on Saturday. It was a penalty.
It was a penalty, and we were shit.
That was actually VAR used in the right way, to be fair.
Yeah, it was.
The referee went and had a look at it. We complained before the previous couple of games that the referee didn't go to the screen. He went to the screen, and then when they showed it on the big screen, it was a penalty. Simple as that.
Easy.
It was just a stupid challenge. There was no need for it.
Exactly. But what I said before, Baz, was we shouldn't have been in that position had we been, 10, 15 yards further up the pitch as a defensive line. And that's just something.
4 chances to clear the ball, didn't we?
Oh, it's unbelievable. And by the way, Adam Armstrong ran a bloody mockery. I mean, his little touches were just immense. The little 1-2s and movement, absolutely superb. And I just kept thinking, wow, him playing off Callum Wilson would have been unbelievable. But that's only the kind of football we can dream of at the minute. Thomas, John, has Joe Linton made you a delicious diarrhea chocolate cake for your birthday?
God.
Give everyone else a slice. Wow. Lascelles shouldn't be doing that in the box. He's captain and should be making examples. Yeah, but twice he's been in a position that he shouldn't have been that have led to penalties. It's as simple as that. And he shouldn't be in like that. Judith's conspiracy theory, VAR caused 9/11. Oh, man. God. Billy says, how come VAR never spots Man United offsides or fouls? Well, I mean, it's Man United. I mean,
that game yesterday, I'm not sure if that's a foul or not. I mean, it looks like they're both going for the ball. That's the thing.
Yeah, but I think there was one angle, Peter, where it clearly showed you Pogba's knocking his shin pad. I don't think it was to the extent. Yeah, I don't think Pogba meant to go high. He was watching. No, if you look at Pogba, he's watching the ball all the time. And Graham Souness said it could have been a leg break. Give us a fucking break, man. The tackles he used to put in, and now he's complaining of a little few studs on the shin. I mean, come on. I mean, yes, it should have been a foul.
Though, wasn't it? Because Perez went over the ball as well, and he got a red card.
Yeah, but he wasn't even on balance. He wasn't even balanced. But look, It's not just VAR with Man United. This has been the case with Man United since the Premier League started. They've had all the decisions given their way, 90% of the time. So it's not just VAR.
Another one I'm going to mention is the Reece James sending off. I'm not sure if that's a penalty either.
That's harsh. Like it hit his leg and up onto his arm. Didn't it? I mean,
how is he supposed to? I
mean, unless he chops his arm off mid running across the line. I mean, I think fair enough if you're given a penalty, but a red card that was just
for that. No.
Yeah, I think.
I was seeing 4 TVs by that point, so I didn't see it.
Yeah, that's the Toon fonts. Yay!
Oh
Monday, Tuesday, happy days. Wednesday, Thursday, happy days. Thomas said, at the start, I thought it wasn't, but now I think it was. Okay. Stay away from the chocolate cake if Joe Linton made it, John.
Oh, God.
Bruce would use VAR as an excuse. We're better than that as fans, lad. Don't let Cabbage Head off the hook. Paul says, let Bruce do his nice guy arm around shoulder stuff, but keeping the fuck away from anything football related, utterly clueless. Anthony says, no conspiracy theories at all. We're just a shit team managed by a shit manager. A formation change is needed ASAP. Look, I think players playing in the right position, Baz. We're not a shit team.
Yeah, I've said this for how long? Almiron's not a defensive midfield free, however he wants to play him. We don't have right wing backs. We don't have left. I know we all thought Murphy was going to come on leaps and bounds after last season.
Yeah.
But opposition teams would have studied how we played last season and have found a way to beat us. And now Bruce hasn't got the tactical awareness or the nous to change things. That's our problem. And that will be our problem until he goes.
Andy says, was nice to meet Paul and Peter on Saturday. Archie was there too. Had my hand in my pocket to give him some spare change till I realised it was him.
And going back to Archer.
Yeah, I mean, if anybody hasn't seen Peter's, was it on the vlog, Pete? Was it?
It was on the fan reaction video.
The fan reaction. Go and have a look at the fan reaction for Archer's interview, because at the end of it, he scared the living shit out of all of us because we were just all talking, and then we heard this, what I can only describe as an incredible Hulk roar. Archer taking his top off and his Newcastle top off and screaming about Steve Bruce. Have you got it on your phone, Pete, or not?
Oh no, I mean, I haven't. It's not. Is it not downloaded from the WhatsApp?
I can't get it on, mate. I can't get on WhatsApp at the minute. I think I need to. There's something wrong with me WhatsApp. I think it's because I changed numbers a few weeks ago. But we'll sort it. But if you haven't seen it, go and watch Peter's channel later on after the show and watch the fan reaction and go straight to Archer because it's the best one. It's absolutely hilarious. No, Judy, it started World War One instead of 9/11. Thoughts on Ronaldo joining Man United, his debut versus Newcastle? We are fucked.
Yeah, we will. Yes.
We were screwed even without him, to be fair. I think the Ronaldo signing's not a great thing, to be honest with you. I actually think it's just a Glazer money-making spin. 25 million. You'll make about 100 million for the club in club sale, shirt sales, merchandise, all that sort of stuff. Personally, I think he's finished. I don't think he's good enough for the Premier
League. Well, it's a 2-year deal with an option of a third year. So,
Exactly.
Baz, maybe
it's money.
Baz, maybe save them comments till after they've played Newcastle, mate, because it's just typical that Ronaldo will go bag 5 against us or something like that.
He won't start. He'll be on the bench anyway.
He
only needs 10 minutes, doesn't he?
Well, that's a good point. Yeah. Judy says John was upset because he thinks Joe Linton is cheating on him with a Russian. Apparently, Joe called out another bloke's name in bed. Yuri Normus.
Oh man.
We have a troll in the house, guys. But as you know, we like to make fun. Big Barry NFC. Get that PD off. He's fucking shite. Peter, would you like to say something to Big Barry? There you go. So we'll see you later, Big Barry.
To be me to him. Is that what?
Oh, Big Barry's gone because he's a knob. But pity didn't. That was a very, very calm little sort of finger.
Well, yeah, but who gives a shit? I like to do my own channel because I love doing it, and I won't let any freaking idiot tell me that
exactly
what I can't do.
And it's a fantastic channel. So, Big Barry. That's probably not as aggressive as what John does with Joe Linton's ass, but you get the message.
I'm a bit good after sharing him with a cunt.
Baz? By the way, Baz, did you notice last Monday when you came after you'd been on? Did you watch the show back?
No, I haven't had a chance, mate.
Oh,
What
you
was
got
what
hammered
happened?
for you got hammered. Oh, the
Andy
hairnet,
told
mate. There was people.
Yeah.
There was characters out of Coronation Street being shown on the screen, and honestly, it was you got.
Oh God!
You did get a hiding for it. I must admit.
Brilliant.
Thoughts
Well
on Matty
done.
Longstaff joining Aberdeen, John?
I thought for me it's a strange one. I thought I expected to go to Udinese, but he ended up should have gone to the Championship club to better standard to like a Forest sort of thing, somewhere like that. But
This is
I
coming
wish
from a
he'd all the
diehard
best
Celtic
because
fan.
say again.
This is coming from a diehard Celtic fan.
Yeah, it is. Obviously, John's
Jesus.
actually admitting that
I
the Scottish League is a pub league.
I wish well. At least he didn't join Rangers, though. I'll be disappointed to join Rangers. Very disappointed. But
Aberdeen are putting a decent side together, to be fair. I mean, Stephen Glass is doing a decent job.
yes, I mean, look, at the end of the day, I think Aberdeen will probably get top 4 this season. I think he's gone to a good club, and I was thinking, well, then unless we get some experience as well.
Yeah, John, I only got half of that, but I understand.
According to their fans, he was one of their better players.
Yeah, he got Aberdeen's man of the match, I think. Jason says, lunch lady Bazza not in drag today, playing with his Kit Kats. Is it Kit Kat you work for, Baz?
Yeah.
Yeah, I said that last week, and I think you've told me that before, and it stuck in the back of my mind that you worked for Kit Kat. And then when I was saying it last week, I was like, I hope he does, because I'm going to look like a right melon here. Tom says we're going down this season. James, good evening. Felt like a ticking time bomb, that first half atmosphere. Could feel it ready to blow, and so glad the Brucie out chance started. More to come, I hope. If Ashley won't get rid,
not enough of
force
that.
the useless clown out. No, we need it. I mean, there's no doubt Bruce would have heard that. I mean,
definitely.
It was loud enough, and he would have got the message. But I think you're right. The whole ground needs to get like it was with McLaren and Allardyce when they said that you don't know what you're doing and stuff like that when it got really, really bad. Billy says congratulations to Anne Hegarty on her World Chess Championships win. Fair play on wearing the board. It was 1-2.
Oh God, he's on about me shit.
Yeah, he is. He is indeed. Barry, where do you work at? Well, we've just told you. If there's any secret agents watching. Guys, if you do enjoy the show, don't forget to smash that like button. Help me build the channel up. And if you're new and you like what you see or you haven't already done so yet, please don't forget to consider subscribing. And if you would like to make a donation to the channel, super chats are available. Hit the $sign at the bottom of the live comments. That'll take you through to a payment method if you would like to do so. So thank you in advance for that. And of course, go and follow the other guys. PD Proudlock's channel. Bazza's World of Sport is now what his channel's called. And John Sinclair's just live stream 24/7. So go and subscribe to all of those guys. Paul's here with it's just ridiculous. None of the defenders have anything about them no more. They always go for the safe, hoof it up the pitch into no man's land option, and they have time to think more often than not. I mean, they do seem to panic.
Though, when we try and play out the back, it doesn't fucking work either, does it? Because they've got no one to pass to. I hate watching us trying to play out from the back. Look at Woodman as well. When he's trying to throw the ball out, there's no one looking for it. No one down the sides.
Well, I mean, if you looked at the way Southampton were, right, as soon as the Southampton player got the goalkeeper got the ball, McCarthy, his head was up because he knew Adam Armstrong was on the move 3 or 4 times in that match. A couple of times he picked him out. A couple of times he managed to get the ball away from him. But he was away. He turned on the jetpack and away he went. We haven't got anything like that. It's just so slow build up constantly. And you're right. We play out from the back and you think, oh my God, this is so scary watching this. This is me, says Keegan left both Newcastle and the England Post when he thought he took his team as far as he could. That is a man of integrity. I'm tired of hearing Bruce is a Geordie. Well, he's not. He's not a Newcastle fan.
He's a Man United
ridiculous.
fan.
Of course he is. Billy says, hi, Truls, Judy, David, Jason, Uncle Tom, Cobley and all. Twitter says, why on earth did we give Gale a new deal? 3 league games and no appearances. Ridiculous.
Protected his value. That's all it is. That clearly didn't work, didn't it?
Protecting what value, though?
Yeah.
What value does Gale have?
Protecting his value. So if they sell him, they can make some money on it. Well, that hasn't clearly worked, has it?
But how much we're going to get for Gale realistically, John?
Not much. Not much.
Do you think he's even worth 5 million now?
Probably not. I'm not going to lie. I mean, probably probably 1, 2 maybes. That's it. Because he's not playing, isn't he?
Yeah, well, it's just absolutely ridiculous for us to give him a new contract. He's just, it's not Dwight Gale's fault. I'm not having a go at Dwight Gale here. This is just the club all over. It really is. Barry's turned his green screen off. Here we go.
Yeah. He's never been good enough, Dwight Gale. We've always said this. I don't even know why.
Yeah, I've seen that one as well. Yeah. Peter, I got sent that with the head and Peter the Mole.
Peter the Mole, that's what I've got as well.
Yeah, he did go and moonlight on the Magpie channel, didn't he? So there you go. Question for John from Bede. What's Joe Linton's favourite position?
Oh, go on.
Whichever position he gets the deal.
I don't know. Well, he's not a striker. Definitely not.
Wrong type of position, John.
I don't think he's talking about football, buddy, but never mind. I think inside John's cabinet is a glory hole into his basement, and the cabinet contains rubber hose and pink handcuffs.
Oh.
Paul says, on a positive note, we've got Ronaldo and Man United next. Kendo says, can you remember one game under Bruce where we played well and won?
Yeah, Leicester away.
Leicester away springs to mind. What I do agree with is we haven't had a full 90 minutes under Bruce at all where we've played well. And to be honest, I could, many people are saying it was the same under Rafa where we didn't play well. It was a bit boring, but we were organised. That's the thing. We weren't conceding stupid goals. That's the difference. Michael says, especially in that first half, you could see players arguing with each other. There's clearly no instructions before they go out on the pitch or from the side. I mean, John, I don't know how much you got to see on the watch along, but from minute one, we were all over the place.
Paul, I have to agree with you there. I mean, there's just no organisation. There's just no passion for the players. And where was our position? Where they're supposed to be playing? I mean, I just haven't got a clue. I mean, players arguing as well. And it just seems to me that they just don't want to be on that pitch. And they'd be thinking, what am I supposed to do? But we're in a mess, mate. We are in a mess. And if that doesn't get fixed up very, very soon, it's going to be a long, long season, mate. It's as simple as that.
Anthony says it's time to give Manquillo and Lewis a chance at fullback. I thought Manquillo was really good against Burnley, I have to say.
He was.
Lewis still had a bit of confidence problem going forward. He was looking for Fraser every time to sort of offload the ball to. But then when he did make a couple of runs, he did get past the defenders. So, again, it's all going to be confidence. Thomas said he would have signed Dan James. He wouldn't have come to Newcastle in a million years.
No.
Only one United says Kabak, not All Black. Yeah, it is Kabak. All Black's the goalkeeper for I thought they go Madrid, isn't he? Hi, Thomas. Yes, Annie, I know I got it wrong. God help me. Shoot me with manure. Happy Feet says the worst part in this is the first team, so I can't imagine how shite the under-23s must be. Well, they've had a decent start, actually, I think. Uh-oh.
Man, I might as well keep my green screen off the way this is going.
I know. You always get the pictures. I can't log on to Twitter anyway from here, so... Is that me in a Bristol City top?
Yeah, read it.
I'm delighted to be signed for the biggest club in England, even bigger than the Newcastle up north. Who's that from?
Well, come on, look at the club.
Well, it's obviously Annie, is it? So he's also taking the mickey out of Jason for the way he says Newcastle. Keith says Ronaldo and Co will have a field day against us. Happy birthday, John. Hope you had a great day from Warren.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. Oh, no. God, I dread to think what's coming here.
Right, so you need to see the picture.
Right, that is John and Joe Linton, isn't it? Joe Linton and John taking their condoms to... Oh, dear God.
Oh, yeah.
To be fair, John, we haven't heard the cleaning lady in for a while. I mean, we know there's a shortage of delivery drivers delivering various things around the country. So obviously there's a shortage of the old rubbers for you, John. So are you just going bareback?
No comment.
Okay.
No.
Judy says, Joe Linton went to the Blythe Bakery and said, I need a birthday cake with 60 candles. The baker nodded and said, good idea, one for every inch. Yeah, we know only one United, Stephen, so good evening, buddy. Paul being left in the dark while everyone else joins groups. Exactly, Jason. Exactly. I'm starting to think
Would you like to be in the group, Paul? Would you like to be in it?
I would, yes, mate, but you know,
all the time. I know what you like for replying. You're terrible.
I know. I have my faults, Baz, as everybody does. Andy says, happy 20th birthday, John.
I wish I was 20, by the way.
Thomas says, evening, Batman. You can kiss my ass with that shit. Joel says, Joe Linton was in a sex shop buying a gift for John. He looked at a 20-inch helper and said, do you have anything larger?
Oh.
Archer, good evening, matey. Good evening, lads. Peter, show that video in Archer's case. Bruce, get out of our club.
I could try, but it's me head, so I don't think it'll play.
Yeah, I don't think it will, mate. Just go and watch it on Pete's channel. Go and watch the fan reaction. Barbara's in the house. Good evening. It would be just like us to go and beat Manchester United. Sort of, yes. I understand where you're coming from there, but I mean,
it's not going to happen. No chance.
Nah, I can't see it. Happy Feet says, just saw a news story saying we could get Hamza Chowdhury. Won't happen, but nice to dream. I'm not sure if he's the answer, though. You know, I mean,
I'm not sure as well.
Paul, I think you've angried someone in this group because it won't let you in.
Oh,
one or more users cannot be added to this group. Pete, you're in.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so there is a conspiracy against me. Well, fair enough.
You might have someone blocked in here, or
there's obviously
there's 52 people in it, so I don't know everyone in there, but
yeah. Anyway, Thomas says Clark and Hendrick will be playing Bruno and Ronaldo in the international break. Yeah, they will. Looking forward to St. Maximin against Ronaldo after the international break.
Come on. Know he's playing yet.
David says you can get 4-1 on Man United 3 goals. That's buying money. Even £20 will get you £100 back. Will sweeten the thrashing a bit. Good point. Bruce out the monumental bell end. Annie says, do you want Troy Deeney? He's a free agent now. Actually, never mind. Why would he join you? He's just joined a bigger club in Birmingham.
Yeah. I would have took Troy Deeney for a season, to be fair.
Maybe. Jason says, Bazza,
for the ball up front, he might as well.
Yeah. Bazza said, Ivan Epudu when it's Ampadu. Think he's been hanging with John too much with his Tealsmans.
Tealsman.
You still can't say it.
Tealsman. Yeah.
It's Telemans.
Telemans. I can pronounce names and people tell me what the hell they are, but
but you tell John 50 times and he still says it bloody wrong. Good evening, Sharky. Even large garbage yet again. Yep. Damn right. Charles says mega bell end. Billy says, so the TV money and prize money has gone into Ashley's pocket. Given he says we have no money, in that case, how come the loan he gave us in 2009 never goes down? He's robbing the club blind. Yeah.
Someone put in a great bit of information. So Mitrovic out, 22 million. Rondon in on loan. Marino out, 12 million. Kai Sing-Young 3. Perez out, 30 million. Tovan in, 10 million. Atsu, 6 million. Kennedy loan. Sissoko out, 30 million. Diarmi in, 4.5 million. Wijnaldum out, 25 million. Hayden in, 2 million. Where's the money gone?
Well,
yeah, exactly. It's all about profit.
Baz, I still can't get used to you looking at your laptop. It's weird. Look, it's like you're a blind man just hearing noises and looking somewhere. I hear a noise.
I'm fuzzy.
Stevie Wonder there.
Yeah, the Apple camera though, so I've got like a proper camera now.
Oh, going up in the world, are we?
It's one of the lads gives it for free at work. It was really nice.
Oh, well, you're certainly not going to complain at that. Martin says, I'm not dreading it. I can't wait to be hammered by 5 or 6. Really drunk Bruce's bum media boys. How much of a clown he is. Look, I will never want us to lose or get hammered. Never, ever, ever. Thomas having a laugh at Celtic. And then he asked me, how is me bat? I don't know. I haven't seen it. Anthony says, John, you sound like Bruce. There were no positives. Celtic lost.
He had a chance in the second half, sort of thing. The keeper has been good. But Edouard missed open goal, didn't he? And that's
You're simply the best. Better than all the rest.
We'll beat him one. We'll beat him this season. We'll beat him one game this season.
Yeah.
That's not
thoughts on Ashraf?
That.
That's true. Thoughts on Ashraf Lazar joining a Portuguese team? Do we really care?
No, I'm glad we got rid of him.
Dale says the chat's gone quiet. Okay. Still plenty of comments here. South Shields are decent, says Paul. Yeah, they are. I think they won again today. And he says Celtic with a better team. They hit the woodwork, had more shots on target and general shots. Yes, Celtic with a better team. I'm not sure whether he's actually being sarcastic there.
Oh.
Never mind.
Rangers had pretty much dominated that second half.
Yeah. I mean, Rangers did all of that. Yes, they did. I thought you were talking about being sarcastic, Annie, which is unlike you. Michael said, will any of you taken Damari Gray for 1.5 million? Looks like Rafa's got a bargain.
Yeah.
Look, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. He's an Everton player now, so yeah, we would have taken him, but the bottom line is Steve Bruce wouldn't. But, you know, that's just where we are. Annie says, who are Gateshead? Probably bigger than Newcastle.
Oh, definitely not bigger, but very good non-league site to watch.
Probably give them a good game at the minute, though, Annie.
One of the girls went to the game as well, to the Gateshead game. They said they played better than Newcastle. So
yeah, they did.
Yeah.
I mean, they went 2-0 up in about 12 minutes in the game.
Yeah. So you want entertainment? Go and watch the Heat. Joshua, I hope you're all well. And Newcastle aging. Newcastle again shit in the first half and second half a bit better, but still not good enough. And happy birthday, John. Happy Feet says John should be supporting Rangers. His range must be over 5 meters.
Oh, bloody hell. I'd rather support the Penguins than Florida, to be honest. I wouldn't support them lots.
What's wrong with the Penguins, like? What's a fucking penguin ever done to you?
Yeah, I don't mind penguins, man. I mean, I've been to Florida. I've been to Florida twice. Been to
John, you don't have to go to Florida. You can see penguins in Flamingo Land, for God's sake. You don't have to go to Florida.
Brilliant. I've never been there.
Okay. Kira says, watching this with my dad, top commenter, Daniil. Good evening, Daniil, as well. Hope you're well, buddy. Lovely show, guys. Peter, I saw the video with the green shift guy. Steven says, what did you think of ASM's celebration? I didn't see it at the time because I was too busy jumping on the people around us. So I didn't actually see the players' celebration.
ASM ran into the crowd and got a yellow card, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, I did.
There's a very good picture of it, but it's ridiculous that you get yellow cards for things like that. But there you go, Paul.
Oh, Nick off. Who said
that? Paul Foster.
Yeah.
There's a couple of Pauls.
Yeah.
OJ, I hope he's all right, by the way, because he's got COVID. So get well soon.
Yeah, get well soon, buddy. Thomas says, Annie, who are Bristol City? Sounds like a wooden table.
Oh.
Louis, good evening. You do have to be optimistic, but you also need to acknowledge your mistakes and learn from them. Steve Bruce doesn't seem to do that. No, he blames everybody else. That's the problem with Steve Bruce. He will blame everybody else before he blames himself. Tom says, John, have you had any dates this weekend?
No.
The only dates John's had are with a bowl of custard.
You must have had one with Joe Linton now while you played when he
came Hey, John, I'm not having it. All these bloody comments, all these tweets you send out to your harem, don't tell me somebody doesn't reply back saying, hello, John. I want your schlong. Come on, man. You can't kid a kid. Jason says, my thoughts on ASM celebration was too long, and if it was quicker, we may have got the 3 points. May have.
You can't say things
Jason.
like that.
Jason, you've had a nightmare there, Jace. Just get back to Jason. Go back in and look in the mirror and start practicing saying Newcastle properly, and then go and take your face for a shit, mate, because you've had a mare there. Happy Feet says even Norwich and Watford can bring in better players than Newcastle. The only positive is we're not bottom of the
Oh,
table, or we're not Bristol City.
Bristol City won on the weekend, didn't they?
They did.
Oh,
and Arsenal are bottom of the table.
Away from
no,
I
mean, they had a, my God, Arsenal.
Oh, God. Yeah, I seen that one last week. Yeah, I saw that one last week.
That is very good.
Fucking hell.
I can do things like that.
You know what it is? A deadly vampire bat flies into my room, and that's the reaction I get. It's just terrible. Thomas says Tommy is one in his dungeon tonight at 12 midnight. Not sure what that's all about. Daniel says Steve Bruce's management is messier than John and Joe Linton will be after an all-nighter. Oh, it's done it again with the comments. I do apologize if I missed your comments, guys, but please do write to StreamYard. John, you're so bright, I think a meteor or a shooting star has hit Earth.
John, where's the fucking green screen, mate?
Oh, come on, John. Where is it?
I told you, you got to have to help us. I mean, apparently, yeah, you got to help us out, man.
Right, John.
That's helped so many times.
John, we've given you guidance for the last, 6 years on how to do it. And, we give you the advice on the lights. We give you the advice on the camera. Then the green screen.
Yeah.
And you haven't listened to any of it.
But you got to help us in the week then. I'll get it out. I'll send you a DM, right?
Whoa. Hey, are we talking about the green screen still here?
This is to help us out.
Right. We'll help
obviously
you out,
not doing the shows.
What you do, John, right, is you just pull it up behind you. Yeah. And then you click on the little camera and mic. And then you click on green screen. And then you can put that lovely house that me and Paul have. And then that's your green screen done. That's how easy it is, mate.
Do you know how much we paid for that house, John? Me and Baz went half us on that house. 1.5 million quid each we paid for that.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's so as soon as you put that green screen up and you hit that house, that's £500,000 you owe us.
But John. Yeah, it is.
And you do not come cheap. Does that come with commission as well down here?
Joe Linton doesn't come cheap, does he, John? Can I just say, right, John, when you get your green screen up and erected, right? It's funny how that word makes people laugh.
You should used to put poles up.
Exactly. That's why he walks like he's ridden a camel for 6 weeks every morning. You'll need to put your proper camera on, John, the one you bought, not your computer one.
Right?
I use my computer camera for mine and mine.
Well, obviously, your computer camera's mint in it, John, considering it's never fucking switched on. You've spent all that money just to store stuff.
It's not good enough.
We'll get you sorted. We'll get you sorted, man.
Right, and listen to you.
All right. You've heard that, everybody. He's actually said he's going to listen this time, so we'll see if this time next week John has a green screen.
Just practice it when you're off air. Go into StreamYard and put your green screen up behind you and have a little play around with it. That's how I learned.
Yeah. I mean, you've got about 5,000 live streams booked into StreamYard, so just click on one of them and just play around with it. StreamYard, that is, John, nothing else. Daniil says, too much of square pegs in round holes. Chipper says, John has Joe Linton put... John, what have you done?
Practice off air, John.
Off air, not on air, man.
Sorry. I'll tell you what, I'll bring the flavour into the show, though. I'll bring the flavour into the show.
Oh, you bring the flavour. There's no doubt about it, man. Something always happens on every show that people can go back and say, yes, John had a moment there. And it's just happened again. Chipper says, John has Joe Linton put extra cream on that cake. His ball sack must be like prunes if he has.
Oh!
If you watch the old training videos, the Sports Direct boards, they're plastered all over the ground. A sad sight if I've ever seen one, especially since fans aren't even allowed to watch them. Yeah, that's fair enough. John drinking toilet water.
Oh.
Who drinks toilet water?
Big Barry tried to make another comment, but obviously I've blocked him. James's first half was like a youth game of football in a cup game, Premier Division versus Division 4, defend, and then when we get the ball,
that's
long.
Offside. Block Annie. Offside.
Why?
Offside picture. Can't show it. It's too offside.
Oh. Paul says, was John's birthday wish Cabbage Head to fuck off and get someone like Eddie Howe in with Jones for now?
I wouldn't mind Eddie Howe. I think it'd be good. It's a good opportunity to look for young managers and not bloody tactically outdated dinosaur managers.
Totally agree. Kendo says, do you think they're grooming Ronaldo for coaching in 1 to 2 years? I think Ronaldo's got other things. He's probably got about 10 businesses elsewhere making millions anyway. Josh says, your channel is great. Talking about yours, Peter, from obviously the Trolls comment. Well said, PD, says Tony. Andy says, Man United have only signed him to stop Man City signing him.
Well, there's that as well. I told you it's money. It's money. It's definitely money with that one. By the way, Pete, you're going to receive a picture from Annie. It's the one I wouldn't show. I've told him it's 2 offside. So
Peter will probably show it.
It's a picture of him. But I think it's 2 offside. Yeah, offside.
Oh, come on. You've got to show it now. You've got to show it now.
It's in the group.
Go on, Pete.
You have a look at it. No, I wouldn't show it, Pete.
Come on, Pete.
You're going to be a dead man walking at this rate. Do you know that?
Come on. Oh.
That is offside.
Annie, that's terrible. Offside, you should be ashamed of yourself for sending that in, Annie. Absolutely disgraceful.
It's like us putting you in a Bristol Rovers top.
Exactly. You know what I mean? Somebody crack on with that, please. If you're watching, put Annie into a Bristol Rovers top. That should be quite funny. He said, I seen that on Peter's channel. Archie was so funny. James says, well said, PD. Great channel. Eric, well done. Proud to be Proudlock. Well, that's a good saying, isn't it? That could be your channel saying, proud to be Proudlock. Thomas says, fuck off, trolls. Peter is awesome and makes us laugh, so fuck off and eat Joe Linton diarrhea. Daniel said, good lads, Pete and Paul, give Big Barry the stone cold finger. Well, he definitely got that. Annie says, we love PD. Well, obviously not, Annie. You've just sent him in the Sunderland top. Archie says, I believe the ref goes over to VAR to check out Steve Bruce's wet farts and points for a penalty. God. I don't know. Happy Feet says, John has to put his shirts in the wash every 2 hours since they're all permanently stained from Joe Linton.
Oh, man.
John, apparently this is a penguin reaction after hearing your news, John.
You see, John, there's a lot of penguins watch this program as well, so you've upset them all tonight. Jake says it's probably Steve Bruce's son trolling the fans' channels. Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me. Jason says, did Bazza drop the C-bomb there? Yes, he did actually drop the C-bomb.
But it was a well-worthy C-bomb, thank you very much.
Yes, it was. Haha, wow, Bazza, you've been watching my videos. I called Bruce that twice in my rage. Daniil says Aberdeen were a great cup side under Fergie. Indeed, they were. Billy says, I fancy Aberdeen to finish second behind Rangers.
My Longstaff made his debut as well.
He did. Judy says, in DC Comics, if you're hit by Joker toxin, you will laugh yourself to death. To counter this, paramedics will administer a sedative, or in extreme cases, put Celtic on the telly.
Man.
Oh, Jesus. Jake says, honestly, though, Geordie's doing videos without the C word is missing half the comedy. Well, that's a good point. Warren, well said, Peter.
It's a bit offside again, to be fair.
Wow. John's not looking. He's too busy typing out a tweet. Notice as soon as I said that, John started looking at the screen. Did anyone see that? Just think, oh, stop what I'm doing. I forget I'm live again.
Sharky, by the way. I wish us happy birthday.
That's all right, John. You see your personal stuff while you're on the show. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Well said, Peter. Your channel, great content. You do fuck the haters. Keep doing what you're doing and enjoy it and don't change for anyone, says Warren.
There's another one Arnie's done, which is offside as well.
It's done in a Rangers top. Oh, no. Annie, you're being very devious tonight. Very, very devious. Oh, my God. Honestly. Thanks, Tom. Keith says, have a break, have a Kit Kat. Dennis says, hi, Paul. Have you solved your bat problem? Phone Ozzy, he might help. If you want the honest truth, I still haven't had a look behind the green screen because I daren't, because I know it went down that side and disappeared. So it's probably still there. It's probably bred. There's probably about 6 bats behind there by now. Vampire bats as well, all ready to suck the blood right out of us. Happy Feet says, have you seen John's channel? He's live streaming right now. 4 Horsemen of the Toon, a live reaction.
This is just 5 minutes behind.
Yeah. Jason says, Baz's World of Sport, not Bazza T's NUFC. Need to change that on your background, Bazza?
No, you see, it's Baz's World of Sport as the main channel, but it has little channels underneath it, which is still Bazza T's NUFC for NUFC stuff. I've got cricket stuff. I've got MMA stuff. Golf as well. That's how it's going to work.
Sorry, did you say cricket? I lost you there.
Yeah, I said cricket as well. Yeah.
I must have dozed off.
Cricket.
I must have dozed off.
You need to go to a cricket match and enjoy it. You'll actually enjoy it.
Mate, I went to one years ago. I went to one day one at Durham when Durham played New Zealand. England played New Zealand, and Kevin Peterson actually took the piss with a bat. He was doing reverse hitting and everything. It was just amazing to watch. So that was enjoyable. But you have to be pissed to watch it though. Thomas says Joe Linton farted so loud John fell into the diarrhea pool in the Charlie and Joe Linton diarrhea factory. Then some diarrhea came out. Thomas has got a problem, hasn't he? I think that there is a serious problem there. Sharik says, Villa fan here. Wilson, ASM, and 1 or 2 more seem to be very good Premier League players. However, some of them don't. I don't expect to play for a club like yourselves. I've never seen what Almiron is good at. Right, Barry? We're having this debate again. Come on.
So, someone put it out on Twitter again. It's like Almiron is the person who splits our fan base. He literally does. It's 50. It's either you hate him or you love him. He's like Marmite. If you put Almiron in the right position...
I don't know, Baz. There's been some things on Twitter today which has split the fan base well and truly, which we're not going to get into, but...
No.
Go on, continue.
But if you put Almiron in the right position, like he showed when you put him in the right position against Leicester, when he played that lovely through ball to Wilson, if you play him how Rafa played him when he first came, he absolutely changed the dynamic of our attacking team. With that pace and his awareness, he was able to drag defenders out. Rondon and people like that and Perez got extra space on the pitch, all because they were worried about what Almiron was going to do. He needs to play further up the pitch. If you play him deep, he turns, he looks to run. If he loses the ball where he loses it, he just gets slated because then we're in trouble. If he loses it further up the pitch, it's not too bad, but he's also more dangerous higher up the pitch. Look at how well he played for Atlanta. Look how well he plays for his country. He's a different player. As soon as he comes back to Newcastle, Bruce fucks him over. It's as simple as that.
Baz, why don't you just shag him?
I would.
No, I actually, to be fair, I do feel sorry for Miggy because, I mean, look, I don't, at the end of the day, I have my opinion on Miggy. I don't think he's going to make it, but but having said that, would I love to see him make it? Yes, I would, because I'd love to see him be successful at the club. I think at the minute he's wasted where he's playing because that is a role that just does not suit Miggy at all. Exactly. He's not a midfielder. He's an attacking player and should be played as an attacking player. So I would like to see, once we get Bruce out the club, another manager work with him and see what they can do. Because I actually think Eddie Howe could do wonders with somebody like Miggy. If you look at how he used to play with, his attacking lineup at Bournemouth was very attacking. And, I'm sick of hearing all this bullshit about, he got Bournemouth relegated. Look what he fucking did for Bournemouth in the years before that. Brought them from the lowest division and kept them in the Premier League for several seasons, right? And played decent football at that. Played good attacking football. And I don't know one Newcastle fan who wouldn't like to see football like that. So I think he is somebody that could get the best out of Miggy. Thomas says, Barry, you wouldn't get this from any other guy. Rick Astley again. John hasn't got a clue what we're talking about here.
It was one of his songs came on in the canteen, and I looked at him and went, "Oh, for fuck's sake!"
Happy Feet says so. We've all decided Gale belongs at Celtic.
Yeah.
Steve Bruce says, "How's the bacon? Did you say?" Jason says, "In John's eyes, Gale is worth another 15 million quid." I don't think John would make that mistake again somehow.
I can see Gail and Joe Linton threesomes coming up in the chat.
Oh my God.
Oh God.
Jake says, "I'll give half a pack of quavers and a curly whirly for Joe Linton and still feel shafted." Steve Bruce says, "Anne Hegarty, do you play for the Heat?"
No.
Daniil says, "Dwight Gale championship at best."
Yeah, always has been.
Thomas says, "Peter looks like a wrestler in the WWE on the fan reaction."
Oh, thank you.
Jesus Christ.
Whoa. Is this the real Sky Sports News account? I think it is. It's got a blue tick. Apparently, Willian has terminated his Arsenal contract and walked away.
Yeah, there was rumours that he was going to do that.
Yeah, I had a feel that was going to happen.
Yeah,
he's
going off back. I think he's going to Corinthians.
Yeah.
He's going back over there to play for Corinthians. That was an awful move for Willian, to be honest. I mean, it just never materialised. Certainly never the player he was at Chelsea for some reason.
No, definitely.
But then again, what the hell is going on at Arsenal? You know what I mean? I mean, John, since you were being a Newcastle fan channel again, you were talking about Arsenal earlier today with Richard. So what's your thoughts?
For me, I don't think William's good enough. I mean, what he came for 240 grand a week. But I agree, guys, he's just not the same player, sort of thing. Yeah. And it's just best for both parties if he moved on, sort of thing, go to Corinthians, sort of thing. But talking of Arsenal, I think in the spot of bother. Look where they are. They haven't scored any goals for 3 games, conceded 9. Spoke to Richard today, as you know, and he said that they're in a complete and utter mess. And I have to agree. They got no creativity in the midfield. They played a back 3 on Saturday against Man City, Kolasinac, for example. They're all about getting rid of him, but he played it on Saturday.
I know. Yeah. Anyway, that's enough about Arsenal.
Well, I was going to mention in the Granit Xhaka red card. I mean,
he's a liability, that kid. I tell you.
PLC's a good player, but he's got a massive disciplinary problem.
Yeah, he has. Undoubtedly.
I mean, that tackle. I mean, oh God,
it was abysmal tackle. John, your trophy cabinet looks so bare it looks like Newcastle's.
Could be.
Anthony says West Bromwich Albion away and Leicester away are the only good games we've been good under Bruce. Barry looks like Postman Pat.
I'm looking at someone to go get a Postman Pat.
Oh, dear me. Oh, that's brilliant. Well done, Thomas. Fantastic. Oh, God, I've lost my... Oh, Jesus. Sharik says, as a Villa fan, can you tell me what Almiron is meant to be? Or what he's meant to be good at? Genuine question. Baz, you can answer that?
Well, I've done it.
We just did it.
Watch it again.
Oh, Barry. Getting out the handbags out. Happy Feet says, I think our best 90 minutes was the 4-3 loss versus Manchester City. Jason says
we got lucky.
Well, yeah.
But defensively, we're wide open. That's
yeah. Jordy says ASM seems to be the only player who is trying his best for the supporters on and off the field.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Judy's laughing at Annie. Top Bants.
No, that was offside.
Jason says, piss off, Annie. Annie says, sorry, Jason. Bravo, Annie. Thomas says, John, what age are you today?
52.
52, I thought.
I'm still waiting for someone to get a picture of a Postman Pat and put Barry's face in it.
I know, Baz, seriously, for next week, what you need to do, right, is get some of them, them fake plastic round glasses. Just put them on. Honestly, that's brilliant. That is brilliant. Sharky says, happy birthday, John Joe Linton. Have a good day.
Hey!
Tom says, I think playing 5 at the back isn't working. Why doesn't Bruce not play 4-4-2 formation? We might start winning games. John, any thoughts on going 4-4-2?
Me personally, I would have gone 4-2-3-1. But if he goes 4-4-2, then we could have a go a bit more as well. So I'd rather play 4-4-2 rather than 5-3-2 because that 5-3-2 does not work. And he just doesn't understand this, When's he going to realise it's not working? Play the players in the right position, sort of thing. Let them be happy playing that position, yeah? But 4-4-2 could work. Remember to play that system against Burnley and won, and not Burnley, down the beginning of the season. And won by 2-0. We played well that night. But 4-2-3-1 all the way.
Oh, God, Judy.
Oh, my God.
Right underneath it.
Oh, my God. Oh, God. She's going to shut this channel down single-handedly, isn't she? She really is. Random says, who do you prefer, Asprilla or Maxi? Ooh, that's
it's a tough one. Though.
Wow.
More end product.
Yeah, but Asprilla sort of thing. I mean,
listen,
he's got an end product in this game, but Asprilla is so exciting. That goal he scored against Mets, and I think it's in the Europa Cup. But the halfway line was brilliant. But if you want an end product, you have to go to Asprilla.
Yeah,
all day long.
Tino Asprilla, ladies and gentlemen, John Sinclair's twin brother. Richard says it. Go on.
Someone I did a watch along Saturday, and someone I can't remember who it was, but someone said I look like I'm a Romelu Lukaku double.
Romelu Lukaku, Jesus Christ. Oh, God. Richard says, it seems to me that the players are not playing for each other and for themselves. Look, we're always going to have theories about what's going on inside the dressing room. Personally, I don't think that everything is rosy in the garden in the dressing room because I think a lot of the players are frustrated with the way we're playing, Baz.
Yeah, absolutely agree. And like I said, the rumour is Bruce wasn't even in there at half-time, so who was doing the team talk? Who was doing tactics? Because obviously we came out better in the second half, so it couldn't have been Bruce, could it? Because we would have been worse and probably the same as the first half. So something's not right at the club, and it's got to be sorted out and quickly. Yep.
Geordie says Bristol Rovers are better than Bristol City.
I'm not sure.
Kev says, John, where is your green screen?
You spoke about that again.
Annie, Geordie, see what league they're in. Oh, Annie's fighting back. It's my birthday too, says Steve. Happy birthday, John.
Happy birthday to you as well, Steve. Thanks very much.
Trill says the only thing Bruce beats is his own meat. Oh. VAR has blocked Paul from the group. Yeah, I'll start my own conspiracy theories now about VAR, shall I? Thomas says, John looking under the table watching Joe Linton do a Cleveland steamer.
Oh, God.
Hell's teeth. Judy says the council have told John that the manholes in the street are not for practicing sex. He's suing them for false advertising. God, excellent. Paul says, now that you've hit 2,500 subscribers, Paul, you'll be eligible for Celebrity Love Island.
Oh,
I love you, Paul, but you're a twat sometimes. I'm actually I was only 20 away from 2,600. I've had about 177 in the last 2 weeks, subscribers, which is fantastic. So thank you to everybody for that. Taylor's in the house. Jack says, I'm coming up from Bristol for the Leeds game, staying over for 2 nights. Haven't been up for 15 years. Can you get a ticket as you go in still? Hope to bump into you boys. No, you'll need to book a ticket online if there's any going for the Leeds game. You can get a ride up with John Sinclair as well. John, are you going to make an appearance for the Leeds game?
I think that's good. I'm going to try if I get a Friday off, but I doubt it. That's a Friday night kickoff, isn't it? So I'm going to get that space on holiday. September's so tough to get a holiday at. So,
can I ask you a question, John?
Why
did you get a season ticket? Why are you paying every month for a season ticket that you don't bloody use, man? It's like your green screen. That's where your season ticket is hidden behind your bloody green screen.
It's just the work.
Do you not sell it when you're not going? There's a website where you can sell your ticket for face value when you're not going to it. So if you're not going to make it, sell your frigging ticket and get the money back.
Yeah, good point.
It's official one. It's officially through the club as well. They actually, they may take a little percentage off you or something, but they sell it at face value, and then they print the ticket off for another person to go while you're sitting on your hand, pretending Joe Linton's playing with you while he's on the pitch.
Baz, one of us will have to talk him through that as well, remember? So, we'll have to book in an appointment with him. Geordie says, Annie, Bristol Rovers have Joey Barton as manager, so they are better. Jake says, Kraft versus Ronaldo must be classed as some sort of war crime. Oh, dear God. No. That's no. Geordie says, Ronaldo is a poor man's St. Maxim. I'm not having that.
Barry, according to Chippers, this is you.
Hey!
Is that Tintin?
Yeah, Tintin.
Judy says, Ivory poachers have apologised for mistaking John's groin for an African elephant. To prove there's no hard feelings, they hand-fed a bag of peanuts. Oh, brilliant.
Oh, man.
Jesus. Sharik says, does Bruce still do that thing where he plays players out of position for no reason at all? Yes, funny enough, he does that, Sharik. Yeah, just like he did at Villa. Annie says, Geordie, we have Nigel Pearson, who is godly.
I'll take Nigel Pearson.
You what?
I'd take Nigel Pearson as well.
Yeah, I wanted him before he went to Bristol City, but unfortunately, it's not going to happen. Any of you ever watched the NUFC women's team? Peter, you have you?
I have, yes, and they're really good. Really good.
It's payback at last. This is payback for Annie.
Okay. Have we finally got him one in a Bristol? What the hell is that in front of my camera? Holy shit!
Is it the bat again?
No, it's a bloody massive flying thing. Oh, it's going to be light.
A bat.
It's not a bat. It's freaking huge. Oh my God!
Oh,
I need in a Bristol Rovers #1 fan.
Oh,
brilliant! Jesus Christ, that thing could eat me. I'm not kidding, guys. It is a not. Right, I'm distracted now.
Get a picture of it on your phone. Get a picture of it on your phone. Come on.
Picture of it, Buzz. It's got. Now, how are things getting in here? Bloody Nora. Anyway. Archie says, I believe Joe Linton come across with a birthday cake and receives a dildo candle and makes a huge, massive blow. Happy feet. You can tell Matty Longstaff has fell out of Bruce by his squad number. It's lower than Darlow's and Gillespie's. Thomas says, it's my birthday on Thursday. I couldn't be more proud from being 4 days away from John's. This is an honour. Judy says, Pete's shirt reminds me of that scene in Terminator 2 when the liquid metal guy disguises itself as the asylum floor. Does this make him Toon 1000? Anthony says Chowdhury could work in a 4-2-3-1 alongside Hayden.
Oh, man. Chowdhury's not coming. He's not leaving Leicester. But apparently this is PD after Saturday's game.
Oh, my God.
Who sent that?
Paul
again,
yeah.
He's not well though, leave him alone.
That's terrible. Right, give me a second, guys.
He's gonna kill it. Or he's gonna kill him. One of the two.
You son of a bitch. Get out.
This is the end of the Toon Review channel.
I'm being suddenly attacked, man. I'm not kidding. It's gone under. It's like Jaws. It's gone under the boat. Jesus Christ. I've got to film in a different room after this. It's it's kamikaze.
What is it like?
It's probably a moth.
No, it's a daddy long legs the size of a bloody bird.
Oh,
Anyway, I seem to have crushed it. At least I hope I have anyway. Anyway, let's... Piss off, right? It's not easy.
Wasps.
Bats 1 week, bloody flying tarantulas the next. My God. Geordie says Gateshead played a replica ground of West Ham's Olympic Stadium, but they are a great side with excellent fans. Chipper says the only heat John gets is Blowie off Joe Linton. Were any of you at Anfield when we lost 4-3 in '96?
No, I was watching it on TV.
Yeah, I remember just when their fourth goal went in, I remember just collapsing onto the floor, just thinking, what have I just witnessed?
Oh.
Thomas is laughing at the Penguins incident. John, John, you'll have the RSPCA knocking on your door tomorrow, mate.
John.
Oh, man.
John, you haven't broke up with Joe Linton recently, have you? Like this
Dear me.
So, PD, you kept your criminal record a bit quiet there.
Oh, dear me. Oh.
Is that Billy who said that?
Yeah. That was
oh, my God.
Jesus Christ almighty. Kendo says Gateshead would thrash Bristol City.
Probably thrashed us at all. No one.
Yeah. Jory says Iron Mike's Heat Army would slaughter Pearson's Bristol City any day of the week. Chipper says, Peter, was it fun to stay at the YMCA with Archer? Jory says, ASM Kick would take Bruce Lee for a good run for his money. Oh, no, don't say the comments have gone again. I'm going to have to get on to StreamYard about this. This is ridiculous. Sorry if your comments have been missed again, guys. I really do apologize. It's just, I don't know why it does that. John doesn't need a green screen. He could have his bikini babes in with him.
Hey! I love it.
Yeah. Luke says, Ainsley Harriet always brings the flavour. Anthony says, it won't be long until John's mum interrupts the show. Are you planning on getting a phone call tonight, John, or anything like that by any chance?
Nah.
Okay. Judy says, Mystic Meg has confirmed Joe Linton's backside was probably Adolf Hitler in a past life. Given how much punishment it has received, it was last heard saying 9, but John mistook that for inches. Bloody hell, she's on form tonight, is Judy. Daniil says, Eddie Howe, man with ideas. Yeah, he would be. Yep. Jordy says, I wouldn't mind Eddie Howe. Decent manager who's worked with Wilson, Fraser and Richie in the past and knows how to get the best out of them. Ooh, says Judy. Jordy says, Bristol City, who?
Ooh.
Oh, and he's getting some hammer. Billy says, Barney the Purple Dinosaur was asked about Steve Bruce. Barney says, yeah, I've heard of him. He went to school with my great-granddad. Derek says Pingu. Oh, now Pingu, see, John, what you've started here is, you've insulted Pingu the penguin, and God help you. Jake says Bruce out, Pingu in. Newt. Is that Pingu the penguin? John is chatting with the ladies. Yeah, that wouldn't surprise us, Jules, to be honest.
Oh God, Chippers, you are one filthy bastard. You know that.
Oh God Almighty.
I'll put that in the yeah, because that looks.
Judy says, I once worked in a care home, and no word of a lie, that jacuzzi photo made me realise Bruce's face looks like an old man's willy.
Yes. What were you doing in the care home, Judy?
Yeah.
Sounds like you.
Right, that's in our group chat because I didn't want to put that on there.
Fair enough. Steve Bruce says, where the fuck did you get that pic, Baz? I thought that was mine and John's secret. Kendo says, lol, that Rangers 2 wasn't even photoshopped. Don't get him that way. That's an insult to elderly genitals. Oh, that's very true. Barry, is there any Joe Linton diarrhea Kit Kats?
What? Thomas, go and see someone. Oh my God.
Well, there is that new zebra one, isn't there? The darker milk one. So
yeah, that's very true. Steve Bruce says we have to roll our sleeves up and turn them into tank tops, fellas. Davey Wonders in the house. Level 7 Dave says, fuck the Rangers scum. There's only one team in Glasgow. I'm at Glasgow Celtic.
Good man.
Steve Bruce says, I don't like cricket. I love it. Rugby union or rugby league? I'm not too fussed on either rugby, to be honest. I'll watch the big events, though. Daniil says, I love my cricket too. Are you a fan of the IPL, Barry?
Yeah, we'll be covering it on the channel.
Yeah, moving on. Charlie Austin is on his way to Newcastle. Lee Charlie has just texted me, says Steve Bruce. Charlie Austin. Could you put all channels in description, and Barry, is your cricket channel a different one?
No, it's the same channel.
Yeah.
I'm not Sport TV.
I'm pretty sure they're in the description. If they're not, then I'll put them in after the show. I always put them in anyway, but they should be there. Steve Bruce says, Almiron is a wonderful lad. He makes a cracking cuppa and sarnie. Says Steve Bruce. Joel says, I don't hate Miggy, but he has lost where Bruce plays him. Bruce, get out of our club. Ryan the Canuck says, well said, Baz. I totally agree. Obviously, he's talking about Miggy. Tom says a deal is close to being agreed for Crystal Palace to sign Celtic's Odson Edouard for between 15 and 20 million quid. That'd be a hell of a signing for Palace. John, any thoughts on that?
Everyone around us.
I think he's got 1 year left on his contract, and I think it's best for both parties if he decides to move on, sort of thing. You already got a striker from Holland. He's a Greek international. I can't pronounce his name, by the way, but they already got him. So moving on.
Who's that lad who plays up top for Celtic, by the way? The Chinese kid.
Oh, Kyogo.
I was very, very impressed with his runs.
Yeah, he's a good player, him.
Steve, it costs $5 million. He's got fantastic movement, always on the move, but scores, and I think that's a cracking play. Him,
John. We don't care about Celtic. Let's move on. Steve Bruce and oh dear God, Steve Bruce says, Brucie, give us a wave. That's what you all said against Burnley, and then you want me out. Give me a break, for fuck's sake. Paul says it's Bruce not bringing them on as players. I'm sick of bringing up Benitez, but you could see how individuals played under his management. They thrived. Andy says John's pet name for Joe Linton is Spunk Trench.
Oh
my God. Almiron has been bruised. Jake says there's a player in Miggy like there's a John and Joe Linton. Thomas says, do you guys think ASM will ever make it to the French national team if he gets an end product?
Yeah.
Dennis says, well said, Batman. Steve Bruce says, well, I wouldn't like to see Eddie Howe, and I'm a Newcastle fan. Yeah, whatever. Tom says, Peter, is it cheap to watch Gateshead? Haven't been for a while.
About 15 quid for an adult.
That's not too bad.
£10 concession. And so, not too bad. I think it's well worth to go and watch them, particularly when a club like Gateshead are going to need funds in.
Yeah. Guys, we've got about half an hour left of the show, so if you are enjoying the show, please don't forget to smash that like button. And if you are new to the channel and you like what you see, please do consider subscribing. Or if you haven't done so yet, please also hit the subscribe button. And if you'd like to donate to the channel, super chats are available. If you hit the $sign at the bottom of the live comments, that will take you through to a payment method if you wish to donate to the channel. So thank you in advance for that. We've got Andy again saying, equally, Joe Linton's pet name for John when he's finished with him is San Andreas Fault. Oh, Jesus almighty.
Oh, my God.
Jeez.
Jordy says, Tom, adult tickets for the heat of £15 and you have to buy them online, I believe.
Not, you can also pay at the turnstiles as well.
Oh, there you go. Batman, the greatest of all time. Well, thank you very much, Thomas. But the Batman thing, piss off. Keith says, like your Gateshead top, Peter.
I love that. This is the new home Gateshead home top. I wish when we had Puma, I wish they would come up with something decent like this when we had Puma, rather than saving us crappy, dross, predictable kits that pass God knows how many seasons.
Yep. Peter's rant of the week, ladies and gentlemen. Geordie says, see that Hearts are now a fan-owned football club. Yeah, I did see that.
Yeah, they are, yeah. That was tweeted out by Greg, the chairman of the Nuts, saying this is what we want. This is what we're aiming for, even though we're a long, long way from getting what we want. But
wow,
that's the goal.
Thomas says, Peter, did your dog rip up your shirt?
It's like it's got a claw mark across it, doesn't it?
It does, doesn't it? But
I quite like it, actually.
I do.
Peter says, I can't see us getting any more players in.
I don't think we will. I don't think we will as well.
Trolls thinks we're going to get Willian. It's not going to happen. He's going back to Brazil.
Well, they had won him anyway, the way he's been performing.
I know. Geordie says, Peter, did you get jumped on after the Gateshead match? Because there seems to be a lot of rips in that shirt. Lol, joking aside, it's decent.
I really like. I thought I decided to go and get it today, and been a great day to watch some football.
Yep. Billy says we were good at Everton last season. Yes, we were. Anthony says, John, Arsenal are in the same mess as your arsehole after Joe Linton has been round for the weekend. That's terrible. Newcastle could have won. Yep.
Could have won, but we've got a brain dead defence.
I know. Lee said, imagine looking like the Michelin Man.
Oh, God.
Barry looks like Tintin, says Chippers.
Yep, got that one already.
Keith says, hello, Postman Pat. Anthony says, any lineup will be better than the 5 at the back. Can someone tell Bruce there's other formations? Daniil says, ideal formations for me would be 4-4-2 or 4-3-2-1. I think 4-2-3-1 is probably the best one, Daniil, for the players we have available. Lee says, play Manquillo and Lewis ahead of Richie and Murphy, and we might not be that bad at the back with 5 at the back because Richie and Murphy aren't bloody defenders. Trolls goes for Aspria. Oh, what on earth?
He's putting you with
like to you now.
I know. Oh, what can you say? Thomas says Postman Pat gets stuck. Lol. Okay. Aprilia every time. Tino more versatile. Keith says Tino as well. Ryan says nothing hard about that Tino or ASM. Lol. ASM can piss off. He's a fanny. I did hear a few fans get on his back the other day, mind, about him going down so easily. And I have had
that as fans, though, do we? We'd rather see him stay on his feet. And go
I mean, when he goes down, and then Southampton were breaking away. A lot of fans around me were absolutely screaming at him, "Get up, man, you pussy!" and all of this. So he's got to stop doing it.
John, is this your new bid according to Archer?
Oh, what's he found?
Oh dear God!
Avril Lavigne.
I'm not commenting.
Oh, Sinclair.
Oh, no.
I think Sinclair needs to get laid and quickly. He's getting more agitated every week, isn't he? What? What the hell? What was that?
The goal scorer for Newcastle United is number 9, and then it stopped. Who was that?
John, what are you doing?
John?
John's got no idea what day it is. Archie says, as we all know, it's deadline day while Steve Bruce will be in his office doing some transfer business with chicks with dicks. Wow. Lee says, John, more like Denver Bar's double. Yeah, we've had that before, haven't we, Denver Bar?
Talk about strikers. He's a proper striker, him.
Who?
Denver Bar.
Yeah. Tom says, Paulie's too busy dating women. Yeah. Tangy says, happy birthday to John the Legend Sinclair, the only guy I know with thousands of lookalikes. That's a good point. John, where's your season ticket seat?
It'll be level 4, next to the Leases end. Well,
currently your season ticket seat's in fucking Bristol. It's front room. Archer says, by tomorrow at 2 p.m. breaking news, Steve Bruce is currently milking cows a tit for 5 million.
Oh, God.
Jesus. Mark says, John, it was me that said you look like Lukaku, and I watched your watch along. It was very good. I will watch it again, need bother. Paul, this channel is the bollocks. It is very good, and I subscribe. So thanks very much, Mark. And cheers for tuning in to John as well. Tangy says, by the way, Ronaldo is still fitter than the entire NUFC team. That's not a bad point, actually. Yeah. Geordie says, Emil Kraft will have Ronaldo in his pocket. I'm telling you now.
Oh,
God. Come here.
Brilliant. That thing. Give it.
What, he killed it? Boris the animal.
What was it this time?
The same thing. I mustn't have killed it the first time. I think it's dead this time.
Daddy log pigs off.
I hate the damn things. Hate the damn things. Hey up, Scott. Hope you're well, matey. Anthony says Burnley and Bournemouth after Christie from Celtic. Annie, you suit that Bristol Rovers shirt. Looks better than your Bristol City one. Paul, what is that big flying thing? I've knocked my microphone. I don't. It's a thing with legs. Let's see. Must be a moth, Paul. Jesus. Annie suits a Bristol Rovers top. Barry, quit your laughing. It's scary in this room now. All sorts of animals appearing from nowhere, coming through the bloody walls.
I love it.
Jules says, Bat's all right, Paul. Bat, remember, the Bat is more afraid of you than you are of it. Funny, Jules. Funny. Is it a bird, says Thomas. Annie says, Jason, you prick. Oh. Geordie says, is it a plane? I'm going to get it now, aren't I? Judy says, Paul is staring at the ceiling and saying it's enormous. I think John's Willie has flown into his bedroom and is trying to knob the light bulb. Jesus Christ. Ryan says, no, it's John's penis. Jake says, no, it's Joe Linton. Jesus Christ. Paul, what is it? I don't freaking know. Paul and the Killer Moth, 15 feet and red eyes. Jesus Christ. Kev, good evening. Hippo Birdie 2, use John. Other words, happy birthday to you. All the best. Just jumped on to wish you all the best, mate. I'll catch up later. Not the same as live, but shitloads of work to catch up on. Need bother, Kev. Kendo says moths don't have teeth. Well, whatever this one was, it had teeth.
I can't see a movie of that coming out soon.
The moth. Jason says Paul walks off to deal with the demon Bat of the Deep. Bat returns to continue the Four Horsemen show. Where's Paul? Have to find out next week. And Batman returns. Thomas needs an ambulance again. Judy says it's either the Mothman or John's Cum Cathedral. Oh my God. Oh, Jesus. Yeah. God almighty. Dennis says they're making the new Hotel Transylvania in Paul's house. Yeah, probably. It seems that way.
Oh, man.
I'm freaking freaked out. I'm freaked out. I'm proper freaked out. Geordie says Postman Bazza. Jake says Paul put more fight into killing that Danny Longlegs than Newcastle put in that first 45 minutes against Southampton. Kevin said fucking laptop went tits today. Had to go and get another from Curry, so shitloads of catch up to get on month end finished. Bummer, back to it. See you later, buddy. Take care. Postman Barry and his black and white cat. Scott says, sure someone has probably asked this, but any hope of new players coming in tomorrow?
No.
I can't see
no chance.
There you go. There's your answer, Scott. David says, Paul, what is that behind? Listen, piss off, right? I don't like flying things in the night. I just don't. Because anything that flies in the night is never a good thing. Never a good thing.
We're in England. We're not in Australia or New Zealand.
Doesn't matter. Climate change, Baz. Animals are starting to appear. I'm telling you. Early in the morning, just as day is dawning, he picks up all the post in his van. Postman Park. Yes, well done, Thomas. Trull says, change the chat operator, Paul. It's not harder than John using the green screen, but then again, I know. I am looking at other streamers as well. The Happy Highlight says, just watched the Sports Direct ad when I clicked on the video, for fuck's sake. Oh, dear. Ooh. Oh, dear. Unfortunately, I can't control the ads that come on. I'm afraid I have no control over that. Level 7 Dave says, Glasgow Rangers, the fucking scum. There's only one in Glasgow. Do you want to kiss John's ass anymore? Why don't you just get up in the room, man?
David, just keep going, mate. Keep going.
David, the problem is you turn up to support Celtic and end up at Ibrox because you didn't fucking see it. Lee says the way John is going, he will be on the pull with the lass from Pennywell.
No.
Oh. Are there any lasses in Pennywell? They're all inbreeds, aren't they? They've got a vagina cock. Jason says, John, where is all your shout outs you promised me? Chippers, King Dave, Annie, and everyone else on my live stream. Yeah, you know, he sucks you in, doesn't he? And then spits you out, literally. Pete says, Johnny, you're going to be swinging on Joe Linton's chandelier.
Oh, God.
Baz, you should have done the show in your Ina Sharples outfit.
Hey!
Judy says, that's the dark side of working in a care home. Cleaning up after the elderly, dealing with sudden deaths, and on occasion, finding out how Steve Bruce escaped and bringing him back.
Oh.
Steve Bruce, how could Austin be on his way to Newcastle? Why would he step down from QPR? Oh, again, Annie. You see, you're just edging over the line again. Chipper says John is staring at his camera like Joe Linton told him to get on his knees and suck him empty.
Oh.
Christ alive. Thomas says Bazza feels he is a very happy man. Oh, get lost with the Postman Pat song. Gary says, Paul, can you not get Judy Hobbs on the show? Listen, I'll try, right? Judy is very shy when it comes to, being on the show. But I'd love to get her on one night to co-host one of the shows. That would be a tremendous laugh. Chipper says, can someone tell me how Bruce said we didn't lose on the night versus Burnley, yet we are not in the next round of the Cup?
Well, we didn't lose in 90 minutes is what he was saying, wasn't he? But
we lost on the night. He's just a tit. He comes out with bullshit. Dwight Gale off to West Brom, apparently, says Luke. Judy says, I'm tempted, Gary, but I'd have to come on as an alias. Yeah, this isn't really Judy. Rugby union for me. No, I'm not talking about rugby. Get lost, Thomas, with your Postman Pat crap. Jake says, I'm sure there'll be no shortage of folk who'd be willing to have to come on them too. Oh dear, Baz. You've still got 15 minutes left of the show. Guys, while Baz is doing that, please do hit the like button if you're enjoying what you see. And do subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And also subscribe to the other guys as well. And if you want to donate to the channel, hit the super chat button, the $ at the bottom of the live comments. And that'll take you through to where you can donate. So thank you in advance for that. Sharky says, I would even take Sean Dyche as manager. He's underrated in my opinion. I agree with Sharky on that one. I'd have Sean Dyche any day of the week. Give over, Barry. You're telling me you wouldn't have Dyche over Bruce?
It's a very small step up, though, isn't it?
No. Look what he's done at Burnley with no money.
Look at the football he played against Leeds. I watched the whole Leeds game at least as well, which really pissed me off. But he plays two massive guys up front, hits the ball at them as hard as he can. They score from corners if they're lucky. It's like watching Bruce Ball, but slightly better. It's not much of an upgrade to me. I'm sorry.
So you're not taking.
I would still take him. I would take him, but I still don't think I'll be seeing great football, though. Would you?
The thing is, though, I know he's not your guy, but he'll play 4-4-2 rather than not a 5-3.
You haven't got the players that he.
John, who are you looking at?
He doesn't know his
who do you keep looking at?
Let's just done the latest transfers for a bit, but no.
All right, okay. I'm pleased to see you
concentrating on the show. Not first yet, but I was just taking on Barry's take on as well. I mean,
I don't care. Anyway, he's in. We suddenly lost John Sinclair. I don't know where he went there. Just I seem to have been hit by the latest transfer news popped up and sent John off the screen. Oh, he's back. Look, John Thomas says, "Do you like penguins?"
Yeah, I do actually. I'm not going to lie, but I do.
I like penguins. Troll says, when John has a fart, it looks like an erupting volcano.
Oh.
Christ on a bike. Apparently, John's ass is like a Cornish pasty after Joe Linton ragged him like a doll. Paul says, did anyone see the recent video of Papi Cisse training? He looked really sharp. Would anyone take him back?
I don't think I would now.
I would. We're desperate.
Yeah. I think I would actually. I was just thinking about that when I was watching the match on Saturday. I would give him a shot. I mean, what's to lose taking Papi Cisse back? We've got, nothing to lose on that front. Jake says, does feel like the players are throwing Arteta under the bus. Wouldn't be the first manager that they've done that to. Yeah. Bloody hell, Peter has a laugh worse than Alan Carr's. Listen, Lee. 99.9% of the viewers absolutely love Peter's laugh, and it makes their week when they hear Peter laugh outrageously.
Carr's laugh's fucking class as well, to be fair.
Right. Why am I alongside Nigel Pearson?
It says, can you come to Newcastle? No way Bristol City are a bigger club, lad, okay? Unless you give me John and Joe Linton's exclusives.
Jesus Christ. Tom says, John, has anyone given you the bumps yet for your birthday?
Not yet.
Birthday bumps.
You what, Baz?
Birthday bumps?
Yeah.
You must have heard of birthday bumps before.
Yeah, I just thought you said something disgusting, which, you know.
No, but birthday humps.
David, level 7 Dave says, I like Blythe Spartan's kit.
That's not a bad kit as well.
Judy says, interestingly, Pingu's dad and Postman Pat have the second easiest paycheck in existence. Delivering parcels to villages with less than 10 houses, the easiest paycheck is probably Brucie's. Yeah. Barry, instead of Sir Bobby in the background, we should have Postman Pat.
That's never going to happen.
Oh.
Lisa, I'm not talking about Arteta. If you want to talk about other teams, go and see John. Postman Barry and his Brazilian sidekick. Okay. Archer, were you in the lower Gallagher against Southampton? I'm sure I seen you.
I know he was in the Gallagher for the game. Yeah, he was.
You couldn't miss him with handlebars like that.
No.
Tom says, John, what would you do if Joe Linton leaves tomorrow?
I'll celebrate because for me, it's just not good enough. I mean, listen, I know that's how for me and Joe Linton sort of thing. I think it's great, but on the pitch, for me, it's just simply not good enough. What's it? 6 scores in 71 games?
Yeah.
That's a poor return for your 40 million, mind. Not good enough.
Yeah. No, we're not going to sign anybody. Well, we're not confident to sign anybody else, certainly with among us slot. Lee says, I'm sure that's Brucie flying around in his living room. I'm not in my living room. Scott says, that poor Mothman. Big Paul Dummett going to end Ronaldo's career. Wow. Daniil says, Paul has shot the fly. Judy says, the moth is an alibi. He's actually murdering Steve Bruce, who's escaped his basement. Jake says, Paul reacting to an insect like he does Bruce's press conferences. Yeah, that's probably true. Is it the bat you're killing? Paul, you look like a raspberry.
Oh.
Listen, you Canuck twat. Less the insults. Thomas says, Paul, you gave me a fright. Tangy says, it's only a friggin' moth. Think he was fighting Godzilla. Look, the damn thing was the size of Godzilla. That sounded like a 9mm. Billy says, Paul's whacking the daddy long legs with his beef bayonet. God almighty.
Oh, Billy.
Taylor says, Bristol Rovers are better than Bristol City. Paul, what season shirt are you wearing? Looks nice. I'm actually wearing a Wimbledon top, so it's not.
Oh man, secret John and Joe Linton pictures have released.
Oh, look at that!
Thanks for that, Billy. Hey, I've got a great story for you guys. Probably the funniest thing that happened on Saturday night. I've got to tell you about it. So we're in Central Station, obviously underground, waiting for the metro because taxis were unbelievably, massively out-queued, and I think my mate was too pissed and no one would take them. So we're all down there having a bit of laugh, having a bit of banter, taking a little group picture, and I'm like this, and this guy goes, I'll take it for you. Fucking ran off with my phone, didn't he? As a joke, though. As a joke, we didn't notice at the time, and I've never seen Andy run so fast in my life. And he went after him, and this guy came back around the corner, big, massive grin on his face, going, "Fucking God,
yeah!" The bastard. Oh, it's a comedy place, Newcastle, isn't it?
Oh, it was brilliant. So we got him in the picture.
Oh, nice. Always remember that moment. They're the kind of things, though, you make memories on, like stag do's. You know what I mean? You look back in years to come, and think, "Oh, I remember that guy," and all that kind of stuff. Paul, you didn't have to attack Joe Linton so violently. John, don't get jealous. Paul, get your dog, says Thomas. I'll not be able to get Elsie on the screen because she weighs a ton. But, Enzo's getting huge now. So I'll try and get him on at some point in the coming days. Paul, 6'5" and squeals like a girl. I reckon it was level 7 Dave with a knobbly bobbly. Oh, is that it there?
That's in front of the stag do. So the guy in the middle holding the glass, he's the one who ran off on my phone.
Class.
It was so funny.
Brilliant.
What a night. I can remember.
Late December back in 63. Paul set your Rottweiler on it. I bloody will. I'm sending him in when I come out of here. I'm sending him to just declutter the living things in this bedroom. Chippers has his Magnum. John, has anyone bought you a Brazilian sausage for your birthday?
Has your mum not been to Blind Butchers for you?
I know, I was expecting that question actually, but it hasn't come in yet. Ben says, I almost fell asleep watching the first half on Saturday. Ryan says, do you like flying mooses, Paul? Well, I've never seen one, to be honest, Ryan, because they don't fucking exist. So stop trying to, get me with that one. Any of you get a chance to watch Matty's first game in Aberdeen? No, I didn't see it. But by all accounts, he played very well. Judy says, Postman Baz, making Kit Kats for the lads. Just as Brucie's trying, and now his season is dying, he gives 4 fingers, then empties his sack. Thomas says, isn't it a book of Joe Linton diarrhea?
No.
Paul, did you see the photo I tweeted today? I tagged you. I haven't seen. I'll have another look for that, Taylor. I think I might have actually. I've got that ready for next week's show. If it's the one I'm thinking of with Steve Bruce. Charles says, Paul, it's on your shoulder, but don't worry, it's looking at Barry. I've just seen the Puma sign there. Pack it in! Seriously. I read that and then I quickly looked at me left and I thought the Puma sign was the Puma. Oh, get lost. Anyway, why does John keep looking to his side? I don't know. He never concentrates on
John's literally going to his little flying things going, go and get him, go and get him, go and get him, get him.
Fuck the Rangers, fuck the Celtic. Moe Dons. Obviously an Aberdeen fan there. Not for phone, he looks down for phone, he keep. Okay. Ryan, it is Joe Linton making, I'll get lost with the diarrhea, right? Thomas, you need some new crack, mate. Joe says Joe Linton is doing the helicopter. That's why John is looking to the side. Level 7, Dave. I'll get lost, will you, Celtic? You're just kissing John's backside, man. Ryan says John looks down for phone, but why does he always look to his left? Scott says best thing to come out of Pennywell is Dave the Wraith. I can't imagine what will happen tonight with John. Who knows? Bazza, I thought you would have done fancy dress for the weekend.
No, my mate's a bit boring when it comes to things like that. He wouldn't let me do anything. Some of the sites we saw, though, there was absolutely brilliant. Did you see the Gail Platt?
Yeah, I've seen that one. Yeah.
That was brilliant. And we got to the next pub and some guy had a midget crank up to his arm.
Oh, Jesus. Ryan says Mothula. Ben says Annie only acts like a Bristol City supporter just so his mates don't call him a fake for not supporting his local side when deep down he's a Toon supporter at heart. I've often thought that, Ben. Jason says Joe Linton got John a lovely new necklace for his birthday, and when John wore them, Joe Linton said, "No, my love, they're anal beads, so bend over and I'll help." Bazza, where is the fishing net on your heat? Says level 7 Dave. Ben says, how we smash the like button. Cheers, buddy. Ryan says, if anyone is looking for John's twin, don't worry. Steve McCullough will be doing match previews of the Russian Premier League. Ben said, I would even take my milkman over Steve Bruce, and I don't even have a milkman. Eddie Howe, 100% for Tom. Barry does look like Sean Dyche. Yeah, Barry, what do you...
Lost my bar, apparently.
Eddie Howe all day long for Anthony. Eddie Howe for Keith. Sharky says
everyone wanted Eddie Howe for Man United, so Eddie Howe's definitely got to be good enough for Newcastle United.
Well, yeah.
It's just a no-brainer, isn't it?
Sharky says you have to understand Sean Dyche does not have quality player. No offense to Burnley. If he had loads of money to spend, Dyche would change his style to a more expansive and a better brand of football.
But would he? Because I've not seen him do it ever. He just plays the one way.
Ben likes chocolate ones.
All right.
Chocolate what?
Starfish.
Oh, Baz, man. Seriously. Fuck's sake. Tangy says, Dice, are you all right there, John?
Yeah. Fine.
COVID. Either that or he's just got another bit of Joe Linton sperm stuck in his nose. And
Dice would at least be shouting and bawling on the touchline. Eddie Howe, my top replacement for Bruce.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
Dice would
Judy says, this 9/11, I'm imagining footage of Newcastle fan Dave leaping off Old Trafford roof to escape the carnage of Ronaldo. When asked why he didn't take the stairs, he'd say, I didn't see them. Thud. Scott says, but did you see the end of the video when he took a shot at an empty goal and still missed? Yes. Right, we're hitting the 2-hour mark now, so people are still going on about the moth. We'll finish on Judy's got this one. Judy says, Moth goes to McDonald's and says, I feel like killing myself. My wife hates me, kids don't look like me, and I'm a Toon fan. Man at the counter says, sounds like you need the Samaritans. Why come to me?
Because the light was on.
Because your light was on. Yeah. This show has me birthday. Good. John's got Joe Linton's pubic hair stuck up his nostrils.
Oh man.
I heard John has a bad flu. It's called Cumvid. Oh, God almighty. Right, that is the end of the Four Horsemen show for yet another week. It's absolutely flown by tonight. Thank you to everybody who has commented on the show. As usual, you guys make the show. Sending in your lookalikes and funny photos and things like that. It's great to be able to talk about Newcastle as well, obviously early doors, and then we get into a bit of fun just to lighten the mood and get people off to a good start for the week. So we really, really do appreciate everybody that's commented and joins in with the show. It's we wouldn't be able to make it without you guys. I mean, we love doing the Fourth Horseman show. But as I say, you guys really make it for us. So like I say, if you have enjoyed it, please do smash the like button. And if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, go and subscribe to Peter's, Barry's and John's channels as well. Fantastic content on there. And we can only hope that after the international break, Man United, we get something. And I'm laughing when I say that. But obviously on next week's show, we'll have a bit more of a look forward to that and any other Newcastle news that has developed over the week, which there is bound to be some. Probably not tomorrow at all. But do join me at 7:30 when we've got the fan forum live. As usual, the link to join the live show will be in the comments, pinned in the comments. So come and have a chat to me live on the show. Get everything off your chest about that, and then we'll go from there. And make sure you get on my show, not John's, because he's just a copycat. Anyway, Pete, what have you got coming up?
Nothing so far planned during the international break, but hopefully I'll think of something to do.
I thought you might be doing one of your marathon live streams on Saturday night or something with Newcastle not playing.
I could do. I mean, it's an option. I've done a few streams during the international break, so yeah, I might do. I'll see.
Cool. Baz, what you got coming up?
Premier League roundup tomorrow. Pete, you're on that.
Yes.
Got to mention that, didn't he? You know what I mean? Wednesday, oh God, Channel 69 News needs to be done in the cricket review of the last Test match. There's a few more things. Hey, what a Test match it was.
I know. And John, anything, what clubs have you got on your channel this week?
So I do the fan forum on Wednesday. Tuesday, I've got no idea yet, but there's no press conference action on Friday because there's no international break. So I shall have a little think. Cool.
Right. Again, thank you very much to everyone who took part in the show. We'll be back at 8 o'clock again next Monday night. But for now, from the Four Horsemen, it is good night.
Good night. Be strong. Be strong.